May I ask you a question? Have you struggled getting tax-exempt status? Have you tried to complete the confusing IRS forms? Are you feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, or too busy? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I'm here to help you today. My name is Mark Del Gershio, and my team and I have helped hundreds of nonprofits get started and obtain tax-exempt status. My goal is to help you succeed in your charitable mission, and that's why I've created the Nonprofit Advisor Academy. Now, what is the Nonprofit Advisor Academy and who is it for? The Academy is an online training and coaching program for people who want a step-by-step system for getting tax-exempt status. I took the lessons I have learned and developed a fast-track system so you can successfully obtain 501c3 status. Since there's a lot of information to cover, let's jump in and get started. I know from experience most people will attempt to obtain tax-exempt status on their own. You can download the forms online, and it's pretty simple, right? Wrong. By the IRS's own instructions, the form to apply for tax-exempt status and the record keeping can take up to 120 hours or more to complete, which is 3 full 40-hour work weeks. And if you're able to complete the application, you still have no idea if you've answered the questions correctly. The problem most people don't realize is that the application is just one of the requirements to obtain a positive letter of determination. The process of obtaining tax-exempt status can take over a year if you don't know what you're doing. And that's why I created the Academy, to focus on just what you need to know to accomplish your goals. Now, I want you to avoid long delays or having your application rejected. And the good news is, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars in per-hour lawyer fees or spend hundreds of hours trying to figure things out. Here's what I know about you. Perhaps you've tried to complete the process on your own, or maybe you downloaded the IRS application form and tried to understand the 30-plus pages of instructions and just gave up. Look, your mission is too important, so I want you to have access to the information that has taken me years to learn so you can focus on your charitable cause. Okay, so what is the Academy and how will it help you? The program is 7 online modules focused on these 3 areas: preparing your organization to obtain tax exemption, applying with the IRS and getting exempt status, and keeping your organization healthy and in compliance. You need to have confidence that I can teach you this, so be sure to read just some of the testimonials from people just like you that we have helped obtain tax-exempt status from the IRS. Now, the Nonprofit Academy is a premium, high-quality, in-depth, comprehensive online training and coaching program. It's everything you need to launch your nonprofit. Are you ready? Let's cover each module, how the program works, and then you can decide if it's right for you. Module 1 is about creating your organization's mission statement, developing a powerful and effective vision, and establishing your nonprofit's defining values. You will learn the precise language to effectively communicate your message to donors, volunteers, prospective board members, and most importantly, the IRS. You will learn how to establish the governing principles for everything your organization does and communicates. Now, Module 2 is all about people. I'll discuss establishing your board of directors and electing the officers. I will detail the selection process, the roles and responsibilities, and of course, it's all about the people you need for a successful and vibrant nonprofit organization. I will cover exactly and specifically what the IRS is looking for and what not to do when putting together your directors and officers. And I'll cover how to replace directors and officers and how you can stay in control of your organization. Now it's time for Module 3, which is all about the corporate structure. We will start by examining what a nonprofit corporation does and how it functions. You will look over my shoulder as I go online and I explain the key terms and show you the exact words you must have in your corporate documents or face immediate disqualification from the IRS. Now we're ready to get down to business. Module 4 is all about IRS Forms 1023 and 1024. And Module 4 is broken down into 4 separate, easy-to-digest lessons. First, we will cover the different designations of 501c organizations and determine which application is the correct one for you and your organization and charitable mission. Next, we'll go through the form line by line on the screen so you can follow along and complete your application correctly the first time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that sounds exciting. Well, I promise to make the process as interesting as possible, and the good news is if you follow along, you will complete your application form. No more avoiding, procrastinating, fear, or confusion. We'll get it done, and we'll get it done right. I'll also cover the important details that are often missed and result in 70% of the applications being delayed. We'll look at the conflict of interest statement, the narratives, and the required program descriptions. And I'll spend a significant amount of time going over that ever-challenging financial page. Look, you can't do this alone. I'm going to walk you through everything you need, the entire form, line by line. And by the end of this module, you will know that you can do this. I will cover the most commonly required IRS schedules, so your application is complete the first time you submit it. Now, Module 5, we're going to go into detail into some of the fun stuff: financials, compensation, and corporate benefits. In this module, we'll look at how to set your salaries, what type of benefits you can be eligible for, things like a medical plan, retirement plan, educational, and travel reimbursement. We'll also talk about how to account for money that you may have already contributed to start the organization. Now, by now, you're probably thinking, wow, this is all great, but how do I get funding? In Module 6, I'm going to cover how to get financial support. We'll look at how to apply for grants from the public and private sector, the sources of support, and how to partner with other organizations and corporations. I will show you 3 dynamic fundraising campaigns and a simple, easy-to-implement strategy to attract and collect money now. And by the end of this training, you will know how and when to accept donations and the tax benefits for your supporters and donors. Which leads me to Module 7, Compliance, Donor Rules, and Tax Reporting. This module covers the rules that your nonprofit must follow to document donations of everything from cash to cars to real estate. I'll show you precisely when and how to issue receipts and the IRS reporting requirements. And together, we'll look at the simple tax form that you can file yourself online to ensure you keep your 501c3 designation. I don't want you to be one of the nearly 400,000 nonprofits who recently lost their status for non-filing of this IRS document. So by now you'll have everything you need to complete your application for tax-exempt status, and you'll know the fundamentals for running a successful nonprofit organization. But the Academy doesn't stop there. In fact, we're just getting started. Within 48 hours of signing up, a member of my team of experts will contact you to schedule a 1-hour call. We want to quick start you in the program, explain the process of getting tax-exempt status, and answer any questions that you have. Now, you will also get unlimited access to our live webinars where you can ask your questions. And of course, if you can't make the webinars, they are recorded and accessible anytime. Now, in the first webinar, we're going to cover the different types of nonprofit organizations and foundations and share with you some of the fundamentals to running a successful organization. In the second webinar, we'll show you how to complete the required narratives and program descriptions, and we'll provide some samples for you to download and use. The third webinar covers the exact strategies that we've used to generate thousands of fans on Facebook, and this is really fun. We'll show you how to leverage social media and get your message out there to thousands of people for free. And there's one more thing I almost forgot, and this is really valuable. When you're ready to submit your documents, I will review them before you send them to the IRS. I will make sure that you've included all the documents, schedules, narratives, the required language, financials, program descriptions in the correct order and presented in a way that is required by the IRS. So let's review how the Academy works. Your membership in the program gives you immediate access to the first 4 lessons, a 1-hour welcome call with a nonprofit expert, access to our webinars, and our downloadable checklist to get you started immediately. Then each week, we will release the next module so we can all progress through the program together. Okay, so if the program is a buffet, what I've just covered with you is a taste, but I think you get the idea. And if you don't believe I can change your situation dramatically, don't sign up. But I can promise you this, if you join the program and follow each module, you will see results. You have to do your part. I can't do the work for you. And I offer a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. If for any reason you decide the Academy is not for you, I'll give you 100% of your money back, no questions, no hassles. Now you can see from our testimonials, we do what we say and we get results. If you have made up your mind and are ready for an incredible journey, take action and join our community. And I don't think I've said this enough. Thank you for watching this video. Most importantly, thank you for your commitment and dedication to making the world a better place, transforming your dreams to fulfill your life's purpose. I look forward to seeing you soon.